Now in 2017, after 10 years of living in Greater China, my family and I left and we moved here to beautiful British Columbia, Canada. Hi everybody, my name is Cyrus Jansen. I'm an American expat for the past 13 years, 10 of those being in Greater China. But today's video is being shot live here at Lake Harrison in beautiful British Columbia. I'd like to welcome you here and just have a look at this amazing scenery behind me. You know, British Columbia, Canada is one of the most beautiful places on earth, and in today's video I have a very special topic that I want to discuss. I want to reveal with you the reason why my family and I actually left China and we moved here to Canada. But I often get questioned, you know, Cyrus, if you love China so much, why are you currently not living there? And what made you, an American, actually decide to move to Canada? Now, before I answer the question why I left China after 10 years, let's rewind the clock 13 years and tell you why I went to China in the first place. In 2006, I had a very unique opportunity. I was getting ready to graduate university and I had two job opportunities. The first was in my home state of Florida. I was going to graduate from Florida State University's business management program and join an established real estate company called Toll Brothers. Now, Toll Brothers had a business management training, and what I would do is I would enter that program, and within 5 years, I would be able to become a general manager managing multiple properties in Florida. It was a very established career path and certainly a great option. But the other option was to go to Shanghai, China and join the David Ledbetter Golf Academy and become a golf instructor in China. Now, many of you know my story. I excelled at the sport of golf in college, and this was a very unique opportunity. Now, I was quite perplexed at the time because I really felt I had two very good options. Obviously, there was the stable choice of staying in my home state of Florida and going in that management training program, but there was also an adventurous choice, a choice that could potentially change my life forever. Now, one afternoon, I met with one of my favorite university professors, and I told him of my situation. I said, I have two amazing options, but I don't know what I should do. And he looked me in the face and he said, Cyrus, you're 22 years old. You have no commitments. You have no family. This is the best time in your life to take risk and to take bigger challenges. Can you imagine if you were to go to China and learn Mandarin Chinese? Can you imagine establishing contacts and doing business in China? This decision could potentially change your life forever. And as of course you know, I eventually decided to take that chance and I went to China. And I began my career in China teaching golf to Chinese people. But I parlayed that experience into becoming a general manager of a sports marketing firm and eventually traveling to over 60 cities, doing a lot of business in China and having a combined 10 years of experience. But it was because of an opportunity is why I left America. And this is really an important point that I want people to understand, is that people around the world are willing to leave the comforts of their home country for this one word, and that is opportunity. Now, opportunity can mean different things to different people. For example, it could be an opportunity for a better job, maybe more pay, maybe the chance to live in a foreign country, the chance to travel, the chance to learn a new language. Opportunity can mean different things to different people. And I think right now we have a very big stereotype that exists in the West. You see, many people in the West assume that Chinese people are desperate to leave China and that they will do anything they can to immigrate somewhere else in the world. Now, I do believe at one point in time that this was true, but the China of today is very different than the China of 10, 20, 30 years ago. For example, if you were a Chinese student in the 1980s and you had an opportunity to go abroad, most Chinese students that went abroad did in fact not return back to China because in the 1980s and 90s, China was not as developed as it is today. Let me give you some perspective. If you are a Chinese national born in 1990, over the last 30 years, you have experienced a 32 times increase in GDP per capita. Now let's compare that to an American citizen born in 1990. In the past 30 years, the American has only achieved a 3 times increase in GDP per capita. Now, many of you might be thinking, well, Cyrus, this is not a fair comparison. Obviously, China was very underdeveloped in 1990 compared to America. And yes, that is true. And that is why I'm making this point, is the fact that if you are in China and you were born after the year 1990, the only thing that you've experienced is a prosperous and wealthy China. But again, why do Chinese people leave China now? Because of opportunity. For example, we have over 350,000 Chinese students that are studying in America right now. But the overwhelming majority of them, well over 85% statistics show, eventually return back to China. Chinese people are not desperate to leave China, no more than I was desperate to leave America. I love America. I loved my life in America, but I had a challenge and I had a unique opportunity to go to China. And given my age and this opportunity at hand, I seized that, and it was the best decision of my life. But let's answer the big question. Cyrus, why did you leave China after 10 years, and why are you in Canada? Well, it can be summed up for one word, and that is, again, opportunity. Now, many of you know that my wife is Chinese Canadian. She grew up here in Canada, and as a Canadian national, we had an amazing opportunity to come with our family here to Canada. Now, many of you know that I am an American. I'm a proud American citizen, and one of my first visits to Canada was in 2011, and I saw an amazing sign. I was passing through a bookstore and the sign said, "The world needs more Canada." And to me, this was really an amazing sign to read because I thought to myself, you really couldn't say that about America. Does the world really need more America? Well, I think if you look at our country over the past 4 years especially, you can see that our reputation on the global stage has decreased significantly. I don't think our efforts around the world has really made a world a better place. I think right now the world probably needs less of America, and I think America really needs to focus inwardly and focus on improving themselves. But maybe that's a topic for another video. But the fact is that when I came to Canada, I immediately fell in love with this country, and there are so many great things here in this country. It's true, the world really does need more Canada. I'll give you a further example. In the summer of 2020, this year, during the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, RBC, the Royal Bank of Canada, launched a campaign stating "Random Acts of Canadian." What other country in the world could actually market something like that? You know, as an American, we certainly couldn't say we need more random acts of American. For example, our reputation and our history in the Middle East prove that more acts of American might not actually be a good thing for the rest of the world. But in fairness, I don't think really many countries around the world could actually make a marketing campaign like that. I don't think you could say more random acts of Germany or more random acts of New Zealand or Korea. It just really wouldn't be a very marketable campaign. But again, this is just a testament to how great this country is. Now, another reason that I left China was because I wanted to be closer back to my family. Many of you know that I'm from Orlando, Florida, and my parents still reside in my hometown. Now, my parents are both approaching their 80s. They're in the last quarter of their life, and it's really great to be able to be here in North America to spend more time with friends and family that I haven't connected with a lot over the past 10 years. My wife and I have 3 children, so it's so rewarding to be able to see my parents now multiple times per year, and they can see their 3 grandchildren.
但是我发现了另外一个很有意思的事情，会说国语的老外在中国现在是很多的，但是会说国语的白人在加拿大真的是很少，所以我在这里还是有一个很大的机会。
But you see, we go right back to that word opportunity. And this is the amazing thing that I've been able to do here in Canada, is I've been able to parlay my 10 years of experience in China into a marketing and consulting company here in Vancouver. We help local businesses here in Canada connect better with Chinese consumers. One of the ways that we do that is by helping businesses here accept WeChat and Alipay. We help Canadian firms open up official WeChat accounts. I'm currently living in Richmond, Canada, which is about 70% Chinese population here. This is an amazing place for me to continue my China journey. In many ways, I don't feel that I've actually ended my China journey. In fact, I'm just extending it by coming here to Richmond, Canada, and connecting with a very vibrant overseas Chinese community. Now, moving forward, I know that China will always be a part of my life. My wife's family continues to live in China to this day, and we absolutely love it there. I'm very much looking forward in the future to return every summer with my children to help them continue practicing Chinese, to explore their Chinese roots, because we're very proud of the fact that they are half Chinese. We're just also very grateful that we have the opportunity to live here in Canada. So I wanted to make this video today because I wanted to clarify some things. I think many people, might have thought, you know what, Cyrus, why did you leave? Is it because you don't have job prospects? Is it because the Chinese government was bad to you? Is it because your quality of life is terrible in China? No, none of that is true. I absolutely love China, and I loved the 10 years of my life in that country. The reality is that I had an amazing opportunity to come here to Canada to continue my China dream, and I look forward to spending more time back in China in the future.
Now, I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to spend it with me here on YouTube, and I want to welcome you to the beautiful historic fishing village in Steveston, British Columbia. Now, this has been the backdrop for today's film, and I'm so excited to share some new projects with you all here in 2021. Now, if you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button and stay tuned as we continue to bring more insights into China to help people around the world better understand this country. If you're interested in joining our team and receiving exclusive updates about projects, I invite you to click down below and join our Patreon account. Everybody, thank you for spending time, and we'll see you in next week's video.